Oh my god, I'm bald. Jeez, I need a hat. Mic check. 1 2 1 2 3 4. Still checking my settings. Mic check 1 2 1 2 3 4. Sweet. Okay. Rock and roll, gang. How's it going? Let me get the game going here. And start setting up a match so I can tell you guys all the fun and exciting things that have happened to me in the last, couple of weeks. No, dear God, you're not first. You're like, no, that's okay. Welcome back, my brother. All CPU, yes. Entrances, sure. Let's do some entrances. Oh, hardcore eliminations. I have some sticks. And let's do our usuals here. Zeron, I'm working on creating some PWX characters in Fire Pro Wrestling. Screenshots, please. No, dear God, when are you going to get that PC build already? You've been promising this for like weeks now. I'm teasing. Right, let me finish up the final settings here, gang. Zeron, I can't wait. Can't wait to see him. Which characters are you building? You're waiting for Vega. Tell me what that means. Is that a new video card? I'm an old man, remember, dude. You got to tell me, keep me up to date on technologies and stuff. Oh, did I turn off the theme music? That's probably why you can't hear any theme music. That's right. This is boring. Let's skip past all this. You guys want to see fighting? Oh, new GPU. Okay, rock and roll. All right, that's cool. I can respect that. And then the wait will probably be worth it. All right, gang. How's things going? While I can yak and talk and do a billion things here at once. This will be fun tonight. I miss you guys desperately. Haven't seen a lot of you guys in a little while here. I've been obviously, God, just ridiculous. Been getting my butt kicked left and right here. I was supposed to do a Gong show last Thursday, or not last Thursday, but the Thursday before last, 2 weeks ago. And I got absolutely crushed by some kind of a bug, 24-hour flu kind of a deal, right? Like where I was just like, it was as sick as I've ever been in my life. Spinning, head face first in the toilet, the whole 9 yards. It's just a total mess, right? And so, I was battling back with all that kind of stuff, and then because I take such extraordinary care of myself, I always get plenty of exercise, I always get lots of sleep, no stress, I eat right, all these things. So when I don't do these things, I get clobbered by all kinds of fun and interesting crap, and that's certainly what I got hit with. I've been on antibiotics, I've been on just about everything, and they are shredding me right now. I've got no energy. I just got home from a trip to Washington, D.C., and I was pretty much not flat on my back, but flat on the couch, just doing nothing for 4 days. And when you're on the road and you're sick and you got to drive 9 hours, thankfully my girlfriend's an absolute rock star and is an absolute champ, and she helped me out a ton this trip. But boy, it's just been a bad couple of weeks. No news to report, gang. I'm sorry. In terms of new builds and all that kind of fun stuff, I wish I had really awesome, stellar news. It's just been a quiet summer. I've kind of dubbed it the summer of survival. Everybody is just trying to do what they can to keep their heads above water and it's been hard to get the game updated. It doesn't mean nothing's happening with it, because just about every day we're talking. Every day we're coming up with new ideas, new battle plans. What about this? What about this? Mr. Wrestling 5 has been stepping up like a champ, and he's been doing a lot of really great planning, a lot of behind the scenes stuff to kind of get just some fun stuff going with belts and all the things that we've been talking about doing. Does your girlfriend like PWX? Ha! Ha! It's funny you should mention this. She's a big theater person, and I am trying to do my best to explain to her that live theater is pro wrestling. And I haven't gotten her quite convinced yet, but I actually started with the Wrestling with Shadows documentary about Bret Hart. And it was really, really funny because she would ask things like, oh God, why doesn't he just like punch that guy in the mouth and all that kind of stuff. It's really funny. But she's very supportive in terms of me trying to keep going with the dream here and all that kind of stuff. And she's super cool about, hey, I got to stream tonight, so can't do stuff on Thursday nights, all that kind of fun jazz. So she's been a rock star in that capacity. So I can't say a bad word about her. She likes to drive, and so when we have these 9-hour treks to places like DC to go visit her family, I chip in where I can. But I was pretty wiped. I'm not gonna lie. I said these things just kick my ass. And anybody who's been following the project for a while, I am prone to these sorts of things. It seems like everybody who's associated with this project seems like they get death flu or something like that along with it. It's just take care of yourselves, kids. Get lots of rest. Try to manage your stress level, and for fuck's sake, eat better. Do better than I do. And I had a rough couple of weeks going down the stretch there, and so when something hits me, things just start spiraling fast, and I start getting all mopey and woe is me and all that kind of stuff. I'm kind of a wimp, so I try to tough it out. But yeah, I'm really sorry, gang. I feel terrible in terms of I miss hanging out. Is that floating blood? It's entirely plausible. Yes, it's in between the first and second rope. Yeah, the floating blood glitch has been around for quite some time, as is apparently the invisible kendo stick that Riot is currently holding. It kind of looks like he's got a fun double axe handle thing going on. That's pretty funny. And we kept talking about a player 4 bias too, so we have to see if Riot is going to be our winner here tonight. We'll see. Hey, did you guys know that PWX can run at 1440p? I think I did know that. You got to have a pretty good graphics card to pull it off. I don't think I can pull it off. Every time, what am I running at right now? I think I'm running at 1280p or something like that. Sweet, I have a 1440p monitor and the 14. See, hey, let me know if it runs, because I've got an okay graphics card. I've got a 4 gig card. I think I have a 4 gig card. Fuck, I can't remember. Shoot, I don't remember anymore. But I still have to kind of on every once in a while. Do I have a? Nope, no, I'm okay. Every once in a while, I have to, like I said, put it on the lowest graphics settings. I can tell my my CPU's chugging right along here. I tried to bump up the. Yeah, the stream does look great. I bumped up the quality. Now you can really see how bald I am. This is really kind of embarrassing. I need to wear a hat when I need to start shaving my head more often so it looks like deliberate. Vega is 8 gig of HRMBI 2 bandwidth memory. That sounds pretty sick, dude. What's up, PD14? Welcome to the stream, brother. $500 video card, huh? That sounds pretty sweet. Like I said, I'll probably have to upgrade this card in here at some point, but I'm doing okay. I don't play the kind of games that doing a PWX Federation in Fire Pro Wrestling. There's a chance I might do some of the less known characters like Riot and Jack Blaze. Sweet. And I got to tell you, there's any number of people that would lose their mind if you're able to do like a Grasshopper or a Tyrador. I would completely lose my shit. So much so that I may have to download Fire Pro Wrestling soon and make that mod myself too, because that would be kind of a nice gift. But by all means, Zeron, if you want to jam on it, go for it. Yeah, Wild Style would be fun. Yeah, it'd be fun to have like the PWX Jobbers as a nice little federation in Fire Pro. I'd lose my shit for that. That would be really funny. Whoa, double drop kick. That was pretty wild. I'll upload the workshop in case you want to try them out. Sweet. Even just screenshots would look awesome. Just email me, eric@prowrestlingx.com. I would love to see them. Or you can post them on the base camp. People lose their shit there too. If you're going to do an upgrade with NVIDIA, do it at 1080 Ti. If you're going to do it, and do Vega. Yeah, my problem is on the iMac that I've got, trying to replace the graphics card is like open heart surgery. Like, you do not, under any circumstances, try to dig behind the hood of these things. There's a whole procedure, and I'm not even joking about like the open heart surgery bit. If you ever look online, if you go like, I'm like iMac replace video card, and like all the things that you have to do, you have to like suction cup off the opening glass, and you have to do all this crazy stuff, and there's no way. There's no way. I created 2 wrestlers in PWX, No Tier God and Mr. Popo. Cool. That's awesome. That's Ray's cyst. That's outstanding. Yeah, I'm dying. You've got my motor running. That would be really funny. It'd be a fun little viral, little cross viral promotion there. To see our characters in Fire Pro. That'd be pretty sweet. But yeah, so by all means, upload them. I'd love to see it. Yeah, so things have been quiet this summer, gang. Like I said, I'm kind of calling it the summer of survival. Everybody's just doing what they can to keep their heads above water. Did we have... Oh, man. We are clearly showing a player for bias. I am going to have to check that out. In fact, we'll do one more sim match here. Because if that's the case, that's pretty wild. Let me take a look at that and see if... let me quit the game. What I'll do is I'll do just a straight up exhibition, just like a regular hardcore match, and see if it's dependent on the no entrances. All player CPU, yes. Let's do an elimination match. Let's do no cross X. I love that. All right, so let's put Jack Blaze in there. Let's put Fake Sting. Let's pick Wild Style, and let's give Quick Dose. Let's give Quick Dose the player 4 slot, and see if there's a bias there. See if he can pull the win here. All right, let me pull that up here in a second, Zeron. Let me load this up. All right, let's see what this looks like. Whoa, that is pretty wild. Let me, okay, so this is just a basic stance. Okay. That's pretty sweet though, dude. He does look somewhat fetus-like, I'm not gonna lie. Sweet though. I said I'm dying to get in here and get some stuff cooking. Dude, that's awesome. That's cool, man. That's really cool. Fire Hunter got a Dreamcast fishing rod controller 2 days ago. Played a lot of games with it, including Crash Bandicoot and Fire Pro World. That is outstanding. I would love some video footage of you playing. Is it okay? So the Dreamcast has got the proprietary controller on it. It's kind of got the wide. I was curious to see if it would be funny if you could if you had a USB adapter and you could see pro wrestling playing Pro Wrestling X with a fishing rod. That's pretty funny. Dude, that's sweet looking, man. Nice work, Xeron. How does it work in Fire Pro? Are you able to upload any kind of textures or do any pixel, like pixel drawing or anything like that? I've never dove into the Fire Pro Creator Wrestler stuff. Or are you literally just like taking pieces and parts and then recoloring them? So you have like goatees and stuff. You can't like actually make your own goatees and stuff. I'm curious how all that works. Something I've never really dabbled in. Yeah, that's so funny, dude. I would love to see people playing Pro Wrestling X with weird controllers like that. How many years do you think it might take for Pro Wrestling X to be near finished? Petey, that is such a great question. Our biggest problem, and the reason why everybody gets so grumpy with us, or at least a few people from way back in the day, is we're trying to make a game with essentially what amounts to be no money. We do our best. We've had a successful Kickstarter, and we are selling units on Steam. The problem is like people's time is really expensive, and when we did our first Kickstarter, we used all that money to build kind of a beta that didn't really go anywhere, and then you kind of run out of money, and it sucks. So everybody's kind of doing what they can on their own free time, and when we're able to get enough cash together, then we kind of feed the crew a little bit. But everybody's like, that's why it takes so long. And the other thing too is some of this stuff is just really hard. Our boy Robert does amazing work in a limited amount of time, but some of this stuff is really hard to figure out, and some of this stuff is just hard to do. I would say, for me, it's so hard to say because the trick is we're probably never going to be done. So, like in terms of near finish, you have to define what that is. If in terms of like it means that, well, hey, we have a full Creator Wrestler suite with all the hundreds and parts of like we do with Fire Pro, that'll definitely take 2 to 3 years, at least. Especially when you start talking about all those hundreds of moves and all that kind of stuff. That stuff takes a ton of time. And so, in terms of like functionality, though, in terms of having match modes like tags, battle royals and all that stuff, and to where like it's just kind of a nice shallow game across the way, God, we're a year or two away from something like that, maybe even sooner. But the problem is it's so hard to get the depth when it comes to animation stuff. That stuff just takes a long time to do. So Culligan, how's it going? Haven't managed to catch a Gong show in a long time. That's okay, because we haven't had a Gong show in a long time. Last one was, I believe, 3 weeks ago, end of July, July 22nd. I even had a birthday since then. Do I look a year older since the last Gong show? Because that following Saturday, no, was it Saturday? What day was that? What day was my birthday? It was the 29th. So it's been a little bit. So I miss you guys. Could it be done by 2020 when I graduate high school? You know what? There are so many parts to that response. I don't even know how to respond to that. The fact that you're so young, that just makes me feel incredibly old. So thanks very much. Although it's funny, we have people that were your age when Pro Wrestling X first got started, and now they're in their mid-30s. So that's been also making you feel incredibly old. I don't know. Define done. I'm hoping we're still going. If we're still going in 2020, my God, if you would have asked me 13 years ago when I first started getting involved with this game, if you thought I'd still be doing it 13 years later and be broadcasting the internet for like literally dozens of people, I would have told you were insane. But hey, it's all good. So I like to think we keep going. I mean, we're all still committed to it. Everybody on the crew is still fired up about it. And Dave the man has been trying to work on, funding sources and all that kind of stuff so that, hey, maybe we can put everybody to work full time. We'll see. Zeron, I'm loving these characters, brother. Hey, that looks a lot like AJ. That looks like a combination of AJ and Evan Bourne. Looks a lot like Evan Bourne. I asked the same question 12 years ago when I was in high school. Yeah, isn't that? Yeah, I know, man. It's crazy. It's it's astonishing to me. In fact, it's kind of funny. I mean, I've done a lot of, you think about a lot of stuff. I just like it when you get like for me, birthdays and stuff are very much like milestones, and I think it's human nature to start checking off the boxes. Like, I turned 43 years old, and it's astonishing to me that I've been on my own in terms of my own business since 2002. That's 15 years ago. I've been on my own for 15 years. I've, done a lot of crazy stuff in terms of, activities and made a ton of friends and all this stuff. And I feel bad that a lot of that goes away as you start getting older. It's harder and harder to keep meeting people and keep hanging out. And it's really hard. It's really hard. So cherish that stuff when you're young, gang. Those opportunities don't come along too often. So it's nice to, do that stuff. And it's astonishing to me just how fast time is going these days. Like I said, part of me is just like, wow, it's just time goes so quickly. And I feel like, man, I've got so much more to give and there's just not enough time to do it all. And I'm behind the 8 ball and, so it's, so I'm going to start some new stuff. And, like I said, we'll see how it goes. I've got some new ideas for some projects and just got to see if I can do, make more of an impact on some stuff. We'll see. Oh God, Fire Honor. Me playing a Street Fighter game with the root controller. Okay, I gotta check the rod controller. I might have to pop this. Everybody click on Fire Honor's link. That's so funny. That's so funny, dude. That's great. That's really great. Everybody click on Fire Honor's link. He's got a movie there that shows him playing, this is one of the Street Fighter games. That's great, dude. That's great. But, okay. Let me pop it open and, I said I never like, let me open this up here. Yeah, let me shrink that window here a little bit. Theater mode. Head source. Window capture. Okay. Oops. Hang on here. Stand by. Operator error. Window capture. Well, you little butthead. Why doesn't that show? Well, I would play it, except it's not displaying for some dumb reason in my browser window. I wonder why it doesn't work. Maybe video capture? Hang on, gang. I'm a moron. Let me. All right, I'm too stupid to figure out how to get it to work. It's not liking me embedding YouTube videos in my open broadcast software, so I'm a moron. I'll figure out one of these days and show it. I will master that next week. So we'll do PWX if wanted. I would totally. I got to tell you, if you did a video of you playing Pro Wrestling X with a Dreamcast controller, I can promise you it will end up in the next newsletter. I will make certain that gets put in the next newsletter. Speaking of which, there is no point in the elephant in the room. We've been missing newsletters for the first time in like almost 1,000 weeks, like 900 weeks. We're missing newsletters, and I've got to bust Dave's balls on this because he's ultimately responsible for doing that. And so sincere apologies from me on behalf of the crew. We got to get our act together here. Dave's doing what he can to survive too. We're all trying to keep our heads above water, but we at the very least, we got to make sure we get those newsletters out, or else people are really going to think we're dead. Fire Honor, whatever match modes you deem worthy, my friend. If you want to do a scaffold match, by all means, go for it. Boy, Player 4 still alive. I'm kind of rooting for Wild Style here. I want to see if we can get a player 3 victory here. I wasn't paying attention. I wonder if it's literally like player 1 and player 1 has the least chance to win. Player 2 has the next least chance. You have to go back and review these videos because that's so funny. Because even like the skinniest, Quick Dose is kicking this guy's butt. There's no way Wild Style's coming back because he's getting wrecked. Because everybody else be in danger, and oh, that's going to do it right there. Splat. What is he turning him over for? He's working on the back, I guess. This is insane. Oh, is he going to finish him off with something? Oh, it's another sick power bomb. That's got to be it. That's got to be it. Yeah, 1, 2. Oh, man. Look at player 4 with the bias. Wow. In fact, okay, let's do one more of these experiments. I want to see if player 1 is always the first one eliminated. That is also an interesting an experiment here. So, all CPU, yes. Let's do a hardcore one again, because that didn't seem to make any difference. Let's put it in the old D zone. Yeah, they're all losers, I know. Let's put Dane in the first slot. Let's put Grimhold in number 2. Grasshopper in number 3. And who haven't we seen yet? Hammerlock in 4. And let's see if that's our order of elimination. So we had Dane, then Grasshopper, then Grimhold. All right. Okay. So let's see what we got here. Let's try this again. Let's see if player 1 is the first one eliminated. This is really I'm sorry, guys. It's really interesting to me. But, so it's all good. But so what else has everybody else been up to? I know we're kind of building up for SummerSlam here in a couple of weeks. I'm looking forward to that. The card's kind of meh. Nothing. I'm not really jacked. But SummerSlam is always pretty fun. I'll do another special, whether it's a Summer Gong or some kind of a fun spoof on the name. It's like a pre-hype show. We'll do that again. That was really fun. We had a good time with that. D zone's kind of like CZW, I guess. So let's see if our order finishes there. So that'll be fun. That'll be fun to get that Gong show again. I'm gonna try to really get back onto the Gong show regular schedule here. I'm not doing any more traveling here for a little while that I'm aware of. So that'll be nice. I want to get back into our routine here a little bit. I want to do something to get some help going on the game. So I might work on some UI stuff. And Petey's trying to go to SummerSlam. Good for you, man. I have never gone to a big WWE pay-per-view like that. I've been to a couple of WCW ones. But it would be really fun to do like a SummerSlam or a WrestleMania. Mania is going to be... What I'm doing is I've got a connection in... my brother lives in Minneapolis, and they got that big new shiny stadium. And I'm hoping they get a Mania. And so that will be my hopefully my in to go to one of those. Because that's I mean, Mania is what it is. But... debating if I should go to NXT or SummerSlam. Is it an either-or opportunity, or if you have the opportunity to go to both? I got to tell you, I need to get caught up on NXT. I don't watch that show at all. I know there's a lot of hype. Okay, pinfall. Who got eliminated? Player 1 got eliminated. Or did he? Who got eliminated? I thought I saw pinfall. Was that Grasshopper? Oh, it must have been Grasshopper. Because he's trying to walk back. Yep, okay, so Grasshopper, player 2 got eliminated first. Okay, so that's 2 Gong show in a row. PWX Takeover in Brooklyn and PWX SummerSlam Gong show. I probably would not do, for me, I do not I do not get hyped up for NXT events. I'm sorry. I know I should. I'm not. I'm no kind of mark if I'm not getting into NXT, but there's no stars there for me. I like Bobby Roode quite a bit, but everybody else, I just don't care. I'm getting. It's not that I'm getting burned on WWE, but they need to make me some stars. Kevin Owens is a star. Brock Lesnar is a star. John Cena is a star. You know, like everybody else, they're all great workers. AJ's a star, but like they're all capable of putting on these awesome matches. But I just don't. I'm not feeling the burn for these guys. And it's the same thing for kind of NXT. The work rate's insane. I love it, but I just don't feel like they're stars. So I don't know. I need to definitely give it a better chance and get to know these guys a little bit better before I judge too much. The live crowds are always the crowds for NXT also kind of annoy me. It's the markiest of the mark, and they're always trying to put themselves over. It feels like, but again, that's maybe painting with too harsh a brush. So maybe I need to cut them a little slack. So yeah. What else? You said what else is new and exciting, gang? You said keep firing your questions for those that are just joining, or maybe you haven't joined us before. You're watching Pro Wrestling X. This is a Pro Wrestling X, or Pro Wrestling X is a pro wrestling video game for currently on Steam Early Access. Kind of shallow at this point, but we've got a lot of functionality, just not a ton of depth in terms of animations and characters and all that stuff. But we're working on it slowly but surely. Everything's in early access, and like I said, we'd love for your support. ProWrestlingX.com. Twitter.com/ProWrestlingX, Facebook.com/ProWrestlingX. Okay, so we have player one is still alive versus player 4. Okay. So Grimhold got eliminated. Best crowd is when somebody jumps the barricade. You know, it would be fun to kind of get those features implemented to where we have like once every 1,000 matches, somebody jumps the guardrail and then the wrestlers can just do whatever they want to them. That would be pretty sweet. Huh. Okay, now wait a minute. I gotta pause the game here really quick. I want to check something out here. I'm gonna jump down to screenshot mode. I noticed a shirt that I haven't noticed before. I don't where did this shirt come from? I seriously do not know where this shirt is. I have never seen this before. I guess Robert must have snuck something by me, or I just have never paid attention. That's too funny. I do not recall seeing this shirt before. I wonder if it's just because of the low-end graphics mode. Now this one I recognize. That one I recognize. That one I've seen. That one I've seen. Let me see if I got any. In that one I've seen. Let me see if we've got any other little sneaky shirts in here. It's so funny. I have not. I totally did not. I have not noticed that one before. Yeah. Are you guys going to enable crowd fighting, as in fighting in the crowd? That's going to be something eventually down the road, but we're not there yet. Not there yet. So I'm just going to take a... Yeah, so who the hell is that guy? Oh my God. See, this is funny because... Okay, this is great. Now, it's so funny. Okay. I've been playing this thing on the low graphics mode. There's some fun stuff back here. That's really funny. Do any of those guys start looking familiar to you guys? That's so funny. PWX. See, maybe this is part of my problem. Is I haven't played this thing with very good graphics settings, so I've maybe missed out on some of these fun things that are in the crowd. That's too funny. That's really funny. Oh, well, we got a flip there. Okay. That's okay. Yeah, that's good. Okay, sorry, I'm getting distracted by shiny things. Um, yeah, that crowd looks great. Look at that. I know. I mean, I know it's flat. I mean, I know they're just little stand-up cardboard dummies that kind of animate, but um, that's too funny. That's too funny. Um, resume the match. Um, Rudos, yeah, is Spanish for heel. We had a dude. That's cool. That's cool. Keep. Oh my God, part 658. I mean, that's just hundreds of. Jesus Christ. That's what we would love to get to. Here, let me see if I can show off just static screens. I'm gonna try that again. Yeah, dude, that looks really epic. Let me open this up here. Uh, let's see if I don't have a video on the page, if it'll let me capture a. Yeah, so what? Bloody hell! Why? Yeah, why is it not capturing Chrome for some reason? All right, we'll get rid of that. Stupid Chrome. All right, we'll do it this way. I'll grab the actual image itself and then open that up. That's the belt, in case you guys missed that last week, or last time. That's one of the belts we were working on. Image. Let's do that. That. Yeah, this is our boy Xeron here. He's been working on some Fire Pro edits for Tyrador. Dude, that looks awesome. That looks really, really cool. It's tough because it's such a weird body type, because it's like you want him to, and he's probably going to be, like I said, I know he's a lucha style stance, and I know you're going to be working on all that stuff, but God, look at those controls. That's just so neat. That's just so neat. I mean, it's just, I would love to be able to build something like this. I would love to be able to do that. And I'm just, man, too far away from me. Nice work, though. That looks really, really cool, dude. Nice job. You need to take a group photo of everyone working on PWX and put it in the crowd. I got news for you. You might have just seen that. Those images in there are old images of myself, Dave, and Mr. Wrestling 5. Mr. Wrestling 5, actually, you know what? Back in the day, that was Cola back in the day. It's not Mr. Wrestling 5. Shame on me. How dare I say anything about that? A long time ago, he did a shit ton of poses, and I've got the images somewhere, where he got himself in a bunch of different outfits, and he posed for all those crowd pieces and parts back there. So it looks sweet. Now Robert has not made an appearance in the game. We got to figure out a way to get Robert the Man in the game somehow. We'll work on that. But yeah, it looks good. How's the table going? It's the same. Tables and all that stuff are all in the same spot as they were last time. Robert will get in modes where things free up for him, and then he can just go bananas and ballistic, and we never know what's coming. And so who knows? Who knows? I can't tell you at this point. What I do know is that, like I said, everybody is doing their best to just trying to keep their heads above water. I hate saying it every 2 weeks. I hate saying it every week. Everybody's just doing the best they can. And so, like I said, it's really, really, I can't even begin to tell you how much we appreciate just like the support that you guys give us. I mean, no BS. I mean, this stuff gets so hard and to beat you up so much that it wears you down after a while. All the negativity and all that stuff. Now, thankfully, the comments aren't nearly as negative as they used to be. I do not understand what is happening here between Dane and Wildstyle. I think they've been doing this for literally the last. I want to see how long this goes. This game of cat and mouse. I want to see how long this goes. I think this has been going for some time. Um, any update on funding PWX like Patreon? I'm trying to do a lot of homework on this stuff, and oh, for crying out loud, you guys just got all in the ring. What? No, what are you guys doing? What are you hit each other? Do something. Do something. Hit each other. Come on, AI. This is the worst match I've ever seen. -5 stars. This is a bunch of crap. All right, now he's in the ring. Beat him up. Don't just no stop. Oh my God. Hit each other. Swing up there. You almost had him there, Cena. Oh my God. I'm letting this match go. I am not pausing this match. I don't care what anybody says. There's going to be a winner. Although at this pace, we might run into a time limit draw, and this is like the fans are going to riot mode. No, we're coming up with that topic. I've been trying to look at Patreon and just seeing how conceivable it is, and it's plausible. It's plausible to move to that model. I don't know how many people are selling a retail game, and then putting Patreon on top of that for updates. If we did Patreon, we'd probably have to do something like free to play or something like that. I don't know. So we're gonna see how it goes. But it's definitely something to think about for sure. Will the devs be characters like in WCW Thunder that I played this morning? Wow, that's hardcore. You're damn right. We're gonna be characters. I want to be in this game. I actually want to be more of a referee than anything. But Lord only knows. I know that's something we've talked about for quite some time. This is the worst match in Pro Wrestling Extreme history. It's this game of cat and mouse, and our viewer counts are dropping like crazy, but that's all right. I want to see a winner. At this rate, if we get a time limit draw, this is just ridiculous. I want to see how long this goes, because sometimes it's glitches like this that enough. At least player 4 wouldn't win. I keep hoping they'll like glitch out here. Oh. They're starting to glitch out, which is when you start getting into ramps. Now fight each other. Just hit each other right there. Right there. No, don't. God. This is hilarious. Yeah, Eric for ref. Yeah, no, for real. I would love to be Red Shoes. Hey, are they attacking each other again? We might not have a wild style. No, don't go, don't jump down there again. Don't. It's the worst match. It's the worst match ever. I'm really sorry, but I'm bound and determined to stick with this. I want to see a winner. See, I got all excited. There was some violence there. There was some beating up. I don't know, whatever. Yeah, that's going to be the last. Yeah, Dave Meltzer rates this 6.5 stars. Santino, and it's RP Coltrane checking in. Santino is signed for the XICW Cobo Hall show coming up in a few months. I got to tell you, I was doing a little homework on XICW, and I think that would be a lot of fun to make a little indie road trip. And in fact, I think it'd be even more fun to like even set up a little booth and be like a merch booth or something. I'd have to get in touch with them and see if they'd let me do that. But it would be fun to get some independent wrestling roots going again. I haven't been to an indie show in a really long time, and I think that'd be really fun. And it'd be fun to hook up. RP Coltrane was fun to hang out with when Ring of Honor came to Kalamazoo. And so, yep, I think that'd be a blast. So keep pinging me and keep hitting me up on Twitch or wherever you find me, or email me, because you've got my email address. It would be really, I think that'd be fun. I think that'd be a really, really fun time to go hit some independent stuff. And in fact, it might even be fun too to kind of open it up to if there's any other Pro Wrestling X fans out there. Boy, is Sabu even walking? That would break my heart. I don't know if I want to see Sabu wrestle right now. I thought his hip was completely fucked, and so I'd feel terrible if he was This has been going longer than it took Eric to get batteries. Okay, that's funny. That's funny. I think we're gonna find out hit our time limit draw though. I thought I hit it at 15 minutes. Oh no, is it gonna keep going? All right, I'm gonna have to put a stop to this. I thought I put a 15-minute limit draw on there. I cannot watch this anymore. This is ridiculous. All right. I thought I put it for a 15-minute time limit, so I can't watch it anymore. Player 4 does not get his victory. What do you guys want to see? Maybe I should play. Should I play? And wish the match could go on forever. It might. Yes, I did a 15-minute time limit. So, oh, of course. Didn't say you wanted to see him. RP Colprane didn't say I wanted to see him wrestle, but pretty big name in Michigan because of his uncle and of course his EZW stuff. Oh, absolutely, absolutely. I've got nothing but respect for Sabu. I love watching that guy. Like I distinctly remember, like the first ECW show that I went to. Sabu was on. I don't think he was in the main event, but he was pretty high up on the card. And I remember him doing his triple jump moonsault. And I like to this day, I've never seen that smooth of an aerialist. Just like everything he hit was so tight. I couldn't believe, like when he did the triple jump moonsault, and he just like landed on the ropes like it was nothing. And bounced back and threw back that moonsault like it was nothing. Man, absolutely incredible. So Sabu is definitely one of my all-time favorites. And just the way that he wrestled was just insane. I mean, just nothing but sacrifice and clever, not even just like sheer violence, but just like he would have clever spots for things. And so I just hope, like I said, for me, I feel terrible that he's so beat up and he probably doesn't have tons of cash and he paid the price for entertaining guys like me. Like I have tremendous amounts of guilt for some of those guys. Fire Honor, can I go on to WWE Network and see you in the crowd? You can. There is a Monday Nitro in which me and my brother both got some really good camera time on, and we're wearing like I'm wearing a wrestling mask that's like 17, like it's a child's like a child's mask. It's really funny. Colgan, I got your message. Let me respond back here in a second. I will let you know. And so yeah, we've got some stuff in the crowd there. I am on. Let's see. I was in a WCW pay-per-view, but I was not. My best bet would be seeing me in a couple nitros, and there is a SmackDown in which I got lots of exposure wearing one of the original Wrestling Gamers United T-shirts. And let me see if I can pick some dates out of the crowd, or I've got them all backed up on a hard drive somewhere, and I'd look for that. But yes, I am probably on the WWE Network at some point. I will look and see if I can get you some timestamps, some specific dates. But that's the best I can tell you. I did a SmackDown. I couldn't even tell you what year it was, and this was before I got thrown out of the one SmackDown. For trying to distribute PWX flyers to the crowd. I didn't like that very much. This was I had a full taping. They had a full taping of Sunday Night Heat, SmackDown, and whatever one of the other Superstars type shows were. And so I got plenty of footage of me all over that arena that time. It was great. Oh, huge ragdoll action. Yeah, let me fire up here real quick. I don't know how to call again. I'm working on a response to your question. I'm not sure if I have one or not. Should have put the flyers on all the cars in the parking lot. Geez, that would have been a great idea. Hell, that's not a bad idea anyway. All the strip clubs around there do it. Why not? Why not us? Uh, yeah, I did see Pro Wrestling Games post some PWX gifts. That was great. We got a ton of pub for that. So if you're out there, Pro Wrestling Games, that is great. Thank you very much for doing that. On Twitter, if you follow Pro Wrestling Games on Twitter, they posted I saw one GIF. I didn't see multiple, but yeah, that's great. No, it's funny. What I tried to do, my brilliant strategy was, I was gonna pass out, like I had all these little tiny flyers for Pro Wrestling X. Like they were nothing. They're like these little pieces of paper, right? And my goal was to just go up and down the line as they were waiting to go into the building so that I could say hi and like meet everybody. That was my brilliant thing. But somebody at the arena didn't like me like soliciting stuff like that. And so they kind of just told me to beat it. And I could have gone back in. I didn't have a ticket to that was the other trick. I didn't have a ticket to the show and I was broke. And I was like, screw this. I didn't really want to. I don't think it was a house show. I think it was an actual SmackDown, but like there was no appeal for SmackDown for me at the time. And so I just went there and tried to pass out flyers and all that kind of stuff. So, but I like the idea of like going to the parking lot for cars. That's a great idea. Um, um, I'm responding now, Colgan. Need a little bit more information on. If we're not familiar with the, I'm gonna have to Google this right now. Sorry, I'm. A couple people have sent me some private messages, and I was just kind of following up with them on that kind of stuff. Okay, that's what I thought you were talking about. I'd be very curious. When Vince dies and John Cena quits, I think WWE will die. No, I don't. I think that is a perpetual, and I think it's going to be in good hands with. Oh. I think Hunter and Stephanie are going to carry that thing into the next millennium, and there's always another Cena around the corner. Shane's so old and balding. Triple H sold his soul to the Illuminati. Nah, you know what? I've come around on Hunter. I really do genuinely believe that he cares about that kind of stuff. And so, like I said, we'll see how it goes. Sorry, I'm copying down a note here real quick. Ralph is still surprised that the product is still around. I'm not. Like I said, people don't understand. Well, I think people are starting to, but it's like there is no other game in wrestling. You got New Japan, but like there is no number two. Vince and WWE's competition is things like ESPN. It's astonishing that like just how dominant they are. Now, I will say this much. I'm getting really disappointed in that they're canceling all the network shows that I like, all the originals. It's pissing me off. Um, hey, we didn't have a player for victory. Look at that. I guess it's only because the cage match doesn't do um, doesn't do eliminations. But all right, so let's see here. All right, what I will do is, all right, what do you guys want to watch? So you guys, I got one more match in here tonight. I need to get my rest. I need to try to take care of myself, so I can't go here for much longer. But let's do another CPU match. I'm having fun just kind of hanging out and talking to you guys here. Let's do a hardcore match. Let's not even eliminate. Just first pinfall. Let's see. Who haven't we seen tonight? Haven't seen fake Kurt Angle, I don't think. Lucky 8 has not appeared in a match tonight. I'm not even sure Tirador has appeared in a match tonight. All right, I'm comfortable with this lineup. And let's put Bloodshot has not appeared tonight. Let's do the Classic Arena. We haven't seen that one yet. Fire Honor, I appreciate you keeping track of these things. Oh shit, I did it too quick. That's all right. Look at the fat bloated corpse of Lucky 8 in there, or Bloodshot in there. I call him I think he's like Fat Raven, because he's kind of overweight. He's gross looking, terrible physique. Yeah, I probably should have done Hell in a Cell tonight, but I'm having fun just watching the computer go tonight. Like I said, I'm tired. I'm a little bit fried, and so I didn't feel like firing up an actual match itself. So we'll let this one go to the first pinfall, and then we'll call it a night here. We've been going almost an hour, so maybe we can get the next season of Tough Enough on the Ocho. I would be in full support of that. I missed all their dodgeball and all that stuff that they played the other night. That would have been pretty funny to watch. Yeah, so if you guys got any other questions and stuff, I can't even tell you. Like I said, it's so nice to be able to come in here and do this. I miss hanging out with you guys. I miss doing these Gong Show broadcasts. If anybody's got any ideas on what I can do to kind of spice these things up a little bit, whether we do, I know we had talked about doing a 1-versus-1, like a little tournament. Maybe that's what I do for SummerSlam, is to do one of those, a tournament kind of a deal. Do a CPU tournament again. I had a lot of fun doing that last time. So maybe that would be fun to do something like that for SummerSlam, and maybe even take some, not wagering, but some betting or something to make it a little bit more fun. We'll get some hype train going for that. Maybe or if there's anything else you guys will want to see with one of these broadcasts, do you guys have any interest in watching me work on UI or anything like that? It's fun watching Cola. Uh-oh. What is happening here? Are we glitched? What is happening here? Oh God. Walking in the crowd, Kurt. I don't know what's happening, gang. Oh, we can't. Oh, come on, man. We can't have one of these tonight. Are they seriously carrying? It's like they're carrying Kurt around. Oh, that was great. Okay, I gotta pause this. Are they back? What's happening in this match? Would anybody have any interest in watching me do any of that kind of? Okay, are they carrying? I have to get a screenshot of this. It's like they're carrying Kurt. Like Kurt is. This is great. Kurt is walking on top of them. I don't know what's happening in this. What is going on? Everybody's got a stick, but poor. Oh my God, what is happening? Oh my God, this is so great. Gong is right. I have no idea what's happening here. They are completely stuck, and Kurt is just riding around in this other plane of existence. Oh, this is great. I gotta carry. Look at that. I don't know what he's walking on. Like he's walking on the arms of these other guys. Like what? All praise Kendo Kurt, butt blows face. Oh, this couldn't have ended. All right, we got to play this out because I got to, well, the only other thing that would make this better is if, put a little background music. Oh, it's not even playing the, oh God. Kurt is just on another plane of existence right now. He is just so above everybody. Oh God, that's so great. I don't know what's going on with Kurt. I want to. Okay, this has got to play itself out. I've got to let this go. I got to see if somebody finally hits Kurt, or if he's just going to hover there this whole time. That is so funny. Oh, see, this is why it's fun playing these things because you just never know what in the world you're going to come across when you play this game. Well, let me show off. Theodore's progress. Dude, that's coming along. That's coming along. Let me show everybody. I have no idea what's happening with Kurt right now. That's so funny. This right here is Zeron's creation. He's working on a little. He's working on a little Tyrador action in Fire Pro. Looking pretty sweet, dude. Look at those tats. They look good, dude. They look really good. They look really good. That looks awesome. That looks really, really cool. I want to see somebody try to hit Kurt. I don't understand what's happening in this match at all. Because nobody can hit him. He's on another plane. Fire Honor, appreciate you sticking around. Thanks so much. I'm right behind the door. I want to see what happens with this match. I want to see if anybody's able to actually hit Kurt here. But yeah, we'll wrap here in a second. I just want to see this. I want to see if we get a victory in this match here. Because I feel bad. Bloodshot is not having any fun. Oh! Bloodshot was just standing there, and he just got annihilated. He was just sitting there standing, minding his own, while fake Kurt is like floating above him on a different plane around. Oh, look at that. Look at the blood. Oh, that looks awesome. Kurt's trying. He's trying. They're swinging at each other. That was sweet. Oh, Kurt can't even hit anybody. Oh, he's trying. Kurt's trying to hit, but he's like a ghost. He's trying. He's got no. He just can't hit anybody. He's totally glitched out. I missed how that happened. All right, come on, you guys. Keep fighting. Oh, there's got to be a winner. Come on. You guys are punching. You guys are slugging at each other. Come on. Come on. We can't end it like this. Well, it would be appropriate. I need to actually get like an actual gong and hang it back here. And just like go boo every time we get something like this. Every time there's a bug. Because these guys appear kind of stuck. I think they're all trying to find where Kurt is. I think. Yeah, this is just going nowhere fast. But it's a nice little dance. Kurt's doing this little spin, slow rotation. In fact, they're all slowly rotating, trying to find each other. They're all literally like rotating in place. This is really funny. It's like this little choreographed dance. And of course, the crowd is just eating it up. Oh, this is the worst. All right, gang, I'm putting it into this. As always, thanks for checking in tonight. ProWrestlingX.com, Twitter.com/ProWrestlingX, Facebook.com/ProWrestlingX. Like our channel and then be alerted anytime we do broadcasts. We usually try to shoot up Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Yeah, it's best in the glitch night in Pro Wrestling X history. No, it's not. That's not the greatest night in history. The greatest night in history is when I Irish whipped the guy into oblivion. That was the greatest night of glitching in the history. But this is also pretty. This is also pretty wild here tonight. So, thanks as always for checking in tonight, guys. Always a pleasure. Hey, Xeron, please send us screenshots. I will also make sure those get linked in the next newsletter. Like I said, I'm going to do everything I can to make sure there's a newsletter that goes out tomorrow. So stay tuned. So we owe you guys that much. So have a good night, guys. Cheers.